Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. There's an extraordinary energy around today, I have to say. I've had the most fascinating day in my preparations for these readings. It's been really busy, loads of interruptions. At the time of doing this reading, there's still quite a lot of retrograde energy around, and yet things are really beginning to shift and start to flow as well. It's a fascinating mix. Now, beautiful souls, welcome everybody. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. Today we're talking about divine timing, and we're asking about divine timing. What is shifting for you through divine timing in the next 2 weeks? This is what our readings are about today. Now, beautiful souls, these are timeless readings, so whenever you come to them, the question will be relevant, the intent of the readings will be relevant to you. I'm a great believer with a timeless reading. Whenever it arrives, it's right for you. But at the time of doing these readings, the energy that I'm tuning in with is one of profound transformation. And we really are at a point of phenomenal shift and change. So we are asking, within divine timing, what is shifting for you in the next 2 weeks? We have 3 beautiful cards to choose from. I feel very blessed and very gifted. The wonderful, beautiful Marcia has sent me, I love independent creator cards, has sent me a pack of her new cards. And so I am thrilled to be using them for the first time here on the channel. If you love these cards, as always, all the cards I use will be listed below, and links to websites or Amazon or wherever you can actually purchase the cards or find them, so you can find out a bit more. So thank you very much, Marcia. So pile one, you have the Storm card. This is pile 1, and pile 1 is sitting with the beautiful serpentine crystal. Let me show you this. Magnificent markings. Absolutely magnificent. So that is for pile 1. Pile 2, you have the card of Indestructible. This is for pile 2. And with pile 2, you have this incredible piece of lapis lazuli. When I met this stone, I felt like I could see the universe in it. It was just remarkable. Quite incredible. Look at that. So that is for pile 2. And then for pile 3, you have the card of Love. Pure and simple. Love. How magic. And pile 3 is sitting with the beautiful tourmaline. Stunning, stunning energy. Okay, so that is pile 3. So, beautiful souls. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, your cards, your stones, your crystals. And so I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer to give you as long as you need. If you need even longer, you can always press the pause button. This is really the time of the video when you need to really just trust your intuition, see which card or crystal, which pile you are drawn to. Sometimes it's more than one, especially at the moment. And thank you. I do read your comments. Thank you, all of you. Quite a few people have been commenting that there seems to be a flow between the readings, and they've been following all 3. Now, I can't guarantee that will happen. We never know what's taking place in any of the piles until we start the reading, but it's been interesting that there has been a kind of flow coming through, or certainly that's been relating to the piles you're drawn to and relating to your circumstances. So thank you for letting me know and giving me that feedback. You know, I love reading your comments. It's really, really good to hear from you. So thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to leave you in peace. Stop babbling away, and I'll leave the video running for a few moments longer, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have the card of Storm. Dance in the storms of life. Instead of feeling devastated by a storm or by the storms of life, use the energy of your challenges to project you towards your goals in your favour and as an opportunity for growth. Let's see what else we are shown before we dive in and say too much. Let's draw some more oracle cards for you. Interesting. Interesting energy. I'm going to go with this one here. A hagstone. Oh, wow. Now this is powerful. I was so drawn to the stones actually to work today with these readings. And we have the magical serpentine. A hagstone is, it's actually good luck. It's an energy shield as well, protection, inner strength. What I'm also seeing is, I think this is bringing a new beginning for you in something. What this is taking me to in the UK, and I dare say this is not just the UK. There'll be other places, I'm sure, across the globe, but in the UK, and particularly in the very far west, we have like what we call a county. I guess it's a bit like a state, but it's a county called Cornwall. There are many, many, many ancient sites there, and there are some very big, sort of almost like standing stones, but they're hagstones. They have a circle in them. They've probably got a specific name. It's quite interesting. The legends around them are that if you sort of climb through them naked 3 times, you rebirth. It's like you shed whatever skins you need to shed, and you come out refreshed and new. This is an energy shield, it's protection, it's inner strength. I think something is going to renew. I think because you have the storm card. Let's see, I think this is your card here as well. Snake, look at that. You could not write it, could you? Shed an old skin. Wow. Well, there we are. I almost feel like, well, here's your reading, pile one. Excuse my giggling, but it's this, sometimes these things sort of happen and you think, okay, there we go, we've sorted that then. Okay, so we know what's happening in the next 2 weeks for you. You're going to shed a skin, but let's find out more. Forgive my giggling. In all honesty, what I'm seeing is something is going to be over. There's a storm or a challenge or something within the next 2 weeks, which is really, really lovely, because very often it's quite hard to get specific timing around things, and this is giving us specific timing in no uncertain terms. Let me just see if I can adjust the lighting. I want to see whether I can get the camera to pick this up a little better for you. There, I hope that's a little bit better. Energy shield, protection, inner strength. You're coming through and out the other side of something. And it really is, in the next 2 weeks, there is divine timing. Something is going to shift. Something is going to transform. Let's get more information for you. May we kindly have more information about the divine timing and the shift that is coming for my pile ones. Could we have some specific information? You know, what is this about? What is the shedding of the old skin? And what's the result of it? I mean, when we rebirth and we shed an old skin, what might arrive? You have the Empress. Wow. You have the 6 of Swords. You have the 8 of Swords. Okay. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Knight. Gosh, all these swords. 9 of Swords. Then you have the Ace of Cups. You have the Hanged Man and the Tower. Oh my goodness me. I feel we have room for 2 more cards here, but I'm going to hold fast for a minute. Let's look at what we've got first. I actually think this is to do with, it's to do with your sense of entitlement, to do with abundance, to do with having. There's something around you where you have experienced lack, or gosh, even persecution for some of you, maybe that's coming through here. We see you leaving behind. Okay, with the Empress, I feel like there may be something through your maternal line, your maternal lineage, very specifically, rather than your paternal line, if we look at your heritage, your maternal line, I think there has been something in your maternal line that blocked you from, literally blocked you. Now, it may be, I don't know how you identify. If you are female, if you identify as a woman, identify as female, it may be there's a lineage where women had to sort of, remain almost trapped, whether it was either financially or even in love. Somehow women didn't have rights, there's something shifting here that's really going to crumble. And I do feel it does go back. Now, it could be something like that, almost like an attitude to your gender. It could also be a specific pattern that you just inherited through your maternal line. It's something that's connected to that heritage that you're moving on from, you're leaving it behind. It could even be that you have to stay in something, dance in the storms of life. Instead of feeling devastated, use the energy of your challenges to project you forward. It could be, rather than almost like being an overgiver, going back and trying again and trying again and trying again, or staying in a situation even when you know it's not right for you. And maybe that was inherited in some way from the female line, but there's something of that maternal line that I'm being shown here, and that's what you're letting go of, the impact of it, the residue of it, where you have almost, maybe even had to go into hiding. We look at this little person here crouching amongst the swords. It's as though you haven't been able to be visible or out there, to be able to own your own potential, to be able to own, and this could be your own potential in both love with the Ace of Cups here, or indeed it could be to do with genuine just abundance. Abundance could mean finances, entitlement. It could even be to feel that you have the right to own your own thinking. You've got two aces. You could not have a bigger beginning, a bigger new beginning where you cut cords, you know your own mind, you know your own heart. Look, even in this Nine of Swords, we see someone rising. It's almost like she's in a meditative space and she rises above. And then we have parents with a baby. This could go way back to your babyhood. Is there something that you were almost like born into? Born into something, born into a situation. It could even go back to a past life for some of you, where you were born, I would venture almost to say, born into slavery, where you were bound by things, or born into circumstances where you wouldn't be able to choose in marriage, for example. But what you are shifting, and it's ending in the next 2 weeks. How amazing, the timing, divine timing. What is shifting for you in the next 2 weeks is any residue of that legacy. Whether it is a legacy in love, you can't marry who you want, you can't be with who you want, you can't own your own mind, you can't be visible, you can't. It's like this feeling of being trapped by something. And there is definitely something around that maternal energy here. And this is what's changing. You are free of it. You are free of that connection. I'm going to draw those extra 2 cards. I'm really excited. I also kind of feel like I'm going to want to draw cards for you, pile 1, to see where this goes. It's almost like, what are the possibilities when this has shifted? Because this is the kind of legacy that can really hold you back. I'm seeing these 2 cards. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Cups and King of Cups. What a radical transformation. The 5 of Cups is such a card of disappointment. And the King of Cups is that complete and utter, I want to say, real ownership, really, in its highest vibration, of your own empowerment, That's really coming through here. Stepping into your own power. Wow, I think you are stepping into your own power. Do you know, for some of you, you're stepping into your own power, your own entitlement, your right to have a voice, your right to have a say. I mean, this is going to impact on every area of your life. It will impact on your relationships, whether these are personal or working relationships, all relationships across the board. If it impacts on your, I don't know, your working world, your ability to manifest, to attract and manifest whatever it is that you desire, to have wealth and own it, almost not to be perhaps ashamed of being successful. I mean, in a way it seems crazy to even be saying it, but it's really, really true. There are a lot of areas in the world where, and a lot of people who grow up almost feeling like if they dare to be successful, almost as if they are an imposter. It's that imposter syndrome. That's what's shifting. That's what the divine timing is about. I tell you what I am going to ask is, how does it happen? Is there anything we need to know about how this happens? Or is it just the energy upgrade that's happening? Literally almost like climbing through the hagstone, the gigantic stone where you climb through and you get a rebirth. You know, you are open, naked, exposed. You climb through 3 times. And then everything is transformed. The energy is transformed. But let's ask, can we get guidance and information about how this actually happens? Judgment and the 2 of Cups. Okay, how interesting. Particularly given that you have the Ace of Cups as well. Look at the way the sun comes out. It's like between the clouds. May we kindly ask a little bit more information, please? We have the Judgment. And we have the Emperor. I think somebody honours you. I think you're recognised as well. I mean, I think the energy is just shifting. The Judgment card for me just feels like the clouds are parting. We see the sun with this beautiful lotus flower. We see a monkey standing there. Monkeys are very agile. They can leap from one thing to another. But I actually do feel, I think this is just the turning point. At some time in the next 2 weeks there is, and it could be that you're tuning into one of the portals. I mean, at the time of doing this reading, there are several sort of, specific portals of energy opening up. Now, the 2 of Cups, there's love, there's reconciliation, differences come together. There's connection, there's bonding, I feel that for you there may be a recognition or a visibility or a validation where someone, or either someone or a situation comes in and you are seen, you are revered, you are valued. Now, whether this is a deeply personal connection, which it could be for some of you, and that really helps to consolidate your position. I suspect you've been with a snake shedding its skin. I suspect you've been working at this for a while, working on your self-value, your self-esteem. But yeah, I do feel part of it is the divine timing, literally the energy. But what shifts is definitely, I'm going to say cooperation, actually. Probably in all of your relationships, I think you'll suddenly find there is a shift where people want to cooperate with you. They want to collaborate with you. I'm actually seeing people seeking you out because you are you. Seeking you out because you've overcome challenges. You're amazing. Seeking you out because you're able to, you've risen above and beyond something, that I feel that you have demonstrated something. And I think people come forward and seek you out. And that kind of confirms the shift in the energy, because I think they're coming forward with solid offers of respect, of love, of reverence, maybe even abundance with the Emperor. You've got the Emperor and the Empress. Yeah, so there could even be a financial reward. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, my beautiful pile ones. I feel I think the energy itself is creating the shift alongside. I say creating the shift, I think you've created the shift because you've done the work, and way to go. But what I do also think is, alongside that, the timing is now right, the divine timing, for you to kind of almost like birth into the new golden age of you. I think this card is, people are going to seek you. And this is how you're going to sort of visibly see the manifestation of your growth. The visible manifestation is going to be people seeking you out, people offering you respect, courtesy, people really valuing, absolutely valuing what you're doing, how you're doing it, who you are. I think you are going to sort of receive some, maybe even some of you, like an accolade of some sort. But I think in real terms, whether it's in the vicinity of your immediate relationships, where people come forward and just say, do you know, you're amazing, I don't know how we'd have got to here without you. Or whether it's in the bigger world, or even, as I said, some sort of much bigger accolade. I think you're going to see the results of this shift through a really significant sense of being validated by people. And that's how you see it. It's almost like, yep, that's definitely shifted, because previously that somehow just wouldn't quite have happened. Wow. So this is your reading, pile one. I'm sort of chuckling back to that sort of storm, dancing the storms of life, and here we are, the snake shedding your old skin. But this is wonderful, because in a way you've put history aside. You may even have come here to process some inherited history, but it's really irrelevant, because what matters now is where you go from here. And in many ways, I kind of want to say, I think the world's your oyster, because you're now able to take an ownership of whatever it is you might actually desire. I don't really think there's any need, if I'm truly honest, to draw more cards to take a sneaky peek ahead. I think the Emperor and sitting with the Empress actually says it all. It's almost like really just put your order into the universe, because there aren't any blocks to you. Now you know you can have. There's that sense of entitlement with great reverence and regard, because it's rooted in solid internal work. I think you now genuinely know that you're thrown out the other side of something once and for all, and therefore it shifts and changes it's like it shifts and changes the landscape of your world. Wow. Rising, King of Cups, the Emperor. Wow. So at some point in the next 2 weeks, the divine timing is such that you might notice the upgrade a bit when you're sleeping. Sometimes I think I'm seeing lots of people I'm meeting are now beginning to sort of see almost like the light codes come in. I really notice them at night if I wake up. It's like you can see the energy, you can feel it, it's tangible, but you can really see it. So I think it's quite amazing, absolutely amazing. So beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. This is your reading. And I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Do please give me the thumbs up if this is resonating with you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share if you would like to support the channel. And don't forget, if you subscribe, to press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never ever miss a reading. Beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have the card of indestructible. Your soul is indestructible and invincible. Always remember Ajay Alai. Ajay Alai is a mantra that is associated with connection, with your ability to come through anything, really. Let's check in and see what your other cards are saying. You also have that beautiful lapis lazuli stone here. Really interesting. Literally, when I picked that up, I could just see the universe in it. Wow. The holy mountain, soul calling, sacred journey, pilgrimage. Do you know, this is remarkable because just look at the center of this. It's almost as though that stone is represented here visually. Can you see that in the center of the mountain? I find that just utterly remarkable. Even almost the lines and the markings. Wow. Gosh. The holy mountain, your soul is indestructible and invincible. Wow. What is shifting for you in the next 2 weeks? There's divine timing involved. Stag, trust and thrive. Wow, stags are about leadership. I wonder if you're following your calling in some way. Let's check in and see. Maybe something is going to expand, like the universe is always expanding. Okay, let me see. What else are we showing? With divine timing, may we kindly ask for pile 2. What is shifting in the next 2 weeks, please? I'm seeing that one as well. What is shifting in the next 2 weeks? We see the Queen of Wands, the Empress. Now, the Empress came out in pile 1, so if you were drawn to pile 1, I highly recommend you check it out. And you have the Star. Oh my goodness me. Before I go any further, and how interesting you've got the Nine of Swords, but what I was literally about to say was, before we go any further, if you have been suffering from any form of depression, any form of kind of stagnancy, feeling stuck, helpless, anxious, any of those kinds of underlying feelings, I think transformation is coming from the inside out. I think you'll re-find hope, you'll re-find optimism, you'll re-find your motivation, you'll re-find your energy. It's like you can climb up or climb out of something. I just saw that card move all by itself. It just flickered. I don't know if you saw that. Do you know, I'm going to continue with your reading. But beautiful souls, if you're watching this on YouTube, you might want to just scoot back a couple of seconds and just see. I definitely saw that card move all by itself. It's shifting. We then have the Nine of Swords, which is so interesting. In this pack, I always see this Nine of Swords almost as someone who is rising above something. You then have the Eight of Wands. You have the Emperor. Gosh, Emperor and Empress coming together. Wow. You have the Page of Coins and the Queen of Coins. You have the Moon. You're going to cross a bridge. Right. Okay, let's just line these up. I think we definitely have room for 1, if not 2 more cards. Let's stay with what we have for now. Right, pile 2, and this keeps moving. This stone is rocking. I don't know if you're seeing that. I mean, I'm not touching the table at this precise moment, and I'm in a very solid room, but that stone is definitely moving. I definitely saw that wobble as well. How interesting. Okay, maybe you've had a wobble. Your soul is indestructible and invincible. Actually, that's what I feel is being removed. I think any wobbles are being removed. They're being ironed out. This feels for me as though it connects to how you feel about something. How you feel and how you think. I mean, I'm going to join the two together for a moment, because I think if we think about sort of depression as an example, depression is not just about the way that it's not just a thinking pattern, it's actually, there's an emotional root to this as well. Something is transforming, and it's transforming fast. How is this happening? I'd like to know. I think something happens in the realness of your world. Something quite fundamental, because we've got the Page moving to the Queen. So this is a big jump. from the page to the Queen. We're moving from a space of possibility. The Page of Coins, the Page of Pentacles, is an energy of very much of promise, of manifestation, of something that's worth investing in. Look at this. We have 2 deer or 2 reindeer, and we have a deer here, the stag. Now there's 2 of them here. We have the Empress and the Emperor. If you have been going through any relationship challenges and you've been left feeling doubtful, I think this is going to be lifted. Something is happening to cause you to feel as though you are back on track, a pilgrimage. Your soul is indestructible. Maybe you have had, some of you, a setback in relationship, or a setback that referenced people, and that's changing. Let's draw 2 more cards. I think fundamentally something that you are worried about is transforming, and that's actually what's shifting for you in the next 2 weeks. Something you've really worried about is transforming. We have the Queen of Cups, so you've got another Queen, and then you have the Hierophant. Something you have been concerned about, something that you felt, maybe even something that you didn't feel you could do. If there's something you felt you've been held back by, like things just kept going wrong, or you felt as though you were stuck, or procrastinating maybe even, but I don't get the procrastination so much here. I almost feel it's more like you've been a willing participant, but it's felt as though things have blocked you. And you've come to sort of, feel like it's a struggle. And I think struggle ends. You re-find hope, you re-find direction. You get back on track. And fast. Something is put behind you. Now I know that we're asking about what is shifting for you, but something can be put behind you. I'm going to get more information, but let's just sit with your cards for a moment. What is being put behind pile 2? Almost like something that you've been through that really affected the very core of you. Gosh, if any of you experienced loss, it's not coming through massively strongly, but like a bereavement, that could be relevant to some of you. I feel more it's like blocks. Stuff that, got in the way and caused you to sort of, I almost feel as well, that's what I'm going to tuning in with, this sort of energy of rock, of mountain, as if it began to feel as though nothing would ever move, or there were blocks that were put in the way. And I feel a bit like, almost as if life eroded you. Life circumstances, quite possibly one circumstance after another after another. I feel like circumstances have literally eroded your confidence, for some of you, eroded your belief, actually, in life. Your belief and trust sometimes even in possibly source or spirit. We have ivy leaves here, look. I do think this connects to people. Not necessarily love, although that could be true for some of you, but I think this connects to people. I think people have blocked you and eroded your belief, your trust in people, your trust in life. And I think that's changing. I think that is what's shifting with divine timing. It's almost as though that space of possibility within you became locked in. And the reason I tune in with ivy is because at the time of doing this reading, we are in the moon month that aligns with the Native American moon of Walks Tall Woman. And this is the work of Jamie Sams, the remarkable Jamie Sams. and also in Celtic tree lore with ivy. And although ivy isn't technically a tree, this moon month is governed by the energy of ivy. And ivy requires almost like a host to live with. You know, ivy requires ivy needs to be in relationship. Like ivy climbs up other trees, but if it's left to its own devices, and allowed to get too rampant, it can bring a tree down. So a balance is required. This is why ivy is really connected to this moon month and the moon month of Walks Tall Woman, because Walks Tall Woman, her story is all about independence and sort of almost becoming so fiercely independent that she blocked out people. So she was so independent that she didn't accept help. And so it's about learning all about relationships, about healthy interdependent relationships. Now, beautiful souls, I mean, if you follow my stuff, you'll know my moon diary is now out for next year, or whenever you come to this. I'll have a moon diary out there for this relevant time, and I probably hopefully for your location. We now have currently nine diaries in different global locations. This is to give you accurate moon times, and I have a workbook as well, which teaches you about that deeper layer of, the tribal knowledge and how that aligns with the astrological knowledge. Hopefully it's an interesting book and really helpful. It takes you on a whole other layer of manifesting with the moon. I'm waffling away here, but I am thinking of doing a monthly kind of, it's like a little package. I will need to charge something for it, but I'll probably do it on Zoom and taking a Zoom meeting. And if you tune in and arrive, that's fantastic, and if you don't, then you can watch the recording afterwards, but where we actually look at all of the moon information around every full moon. We look at the whole moon month. So I'm kind of looking at maybe doing that for like a whole year, and just to help people to really learn to manifest with the moon. So let me know in the comments if that appeals to you, because I'm thinking of literally putting that together and doing it through 2026. And if we are in 2026, then check out my homepage and see whether that's still available if you want to jump on board. Anyway, I'm waffling away, but I think it's through relationship that I think you have been eroded, damaged, left feeling as though things are not trustworthy. And now there is a rising again. There is a coming back up. There's it's like recovery, but with empowerment, strength, and discernment. So it's not a sort of a blind moving forwards and feeling, blatantly feeling that everyone's trustworthy, because realistically they're not. But it's a rising again with confidence. It's the fear or the shift around being harmed through relationship. That's what's, I think, being removed. That's the big shift for you that's happening in the next 2 weeks. You cross that bridge. You can have confidence in yourself. You know that your emotions won't lie to you. It may even for some of you mean that you start a new chapter in relationship. And this would probably be relationships across the board. For some of you, it could be an absolutely divinely led partnership or marriage. But you will really now be able to rise to be in relationship with boundaries, good boundaries, healthy interdependent relationships. You'll be able to say no to things that don't work for you. If you've been an overgiver, or you'll be able to say yes to things that do, and to know that you can navigate on an equal footing. And I think this is what's shifting for you. That's what's really coming through. Let's see if we're offered any further guidance for my pile twos. May we kindly ask if there's any further guidance. Look at the stag. Wow, wow, wow. And I'm going to say it, more wow. It's one of my Jennyisms, as people call them. Yep, wow, wow, and more wow. You've got the stag coming through, but with the hermit. You are, and look at the hermit showing up here. I'm sorry, I've just got to dive in and get mega excited. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the figure here. With the stone, the lapis lazuli, and look at the colours in this card. Wow. You are your own, not only are you your own guide, but you are connected with your own guides as well. Your guides are with you. You are protected. Pilgrimage. You are absolutely protected and guided. It is time for you to rise, to move forwards. The shift is away from the fear and sort of the knowledge that you can be yourself. What's really leaving you is fear and hurt from the past, but it's definitely come through relationships that have taken too much from you, eroded your confidence, eroded your self-belief, some of which will go way back to childhood, literally babyhood. But this is now changing. We have the devil. Yeah. You are cutting all cords, or all cords are being severed. It's almost like some of you have really experienced, and forgive me, I'm going to use a specific word. I'm going to say the poison, the venom of people. I think you've really experienced some really venomous stuff from people, probably because they were envious of you. I will say that. I've noticed that when people are really venomous, it's usually because they're really envious, and their desire to put someone down is usually because that someone is pretty special. So hold on to that, because I think that's really, really true. So beautiful souls, it's time that you can own your specialness, regain your trust, not only in your own ability to make decisions, but also in your guides and your angels in protecting you. You can transform venom into beautifulness because you don't carry it anymore. You're letting go of the fear and the residue, and you are moving onwards and upwards into new relationships that honour you. Look at that, we have the sun. Wow, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Wow, pile 2. I'm loving this reading. Absolutely loving it. In many ways, you have become your own guide. You may even be guiding others, but you have learned to, and indeed you have processed, I think genuinely, venom is the right word, poisonous. You've met poisonous people, you've transformed the venom, and you are now coming out the other side, and any connection to this, any residue is being cleansed, cleared, released. You're walking over the bridge. And my goodness me, this is a commitment to a whole new world. For many of you, new relationships that hold such a different level of form. So if there are existing relationships, they're upgrading to meet you in your new resonance. If it's new friendships, relationships, they are absolutely upgrading to be connected in your resonance. If it's love, then this will be somebody meeting you on equal terms. I think the venomous relationships of the past, the not nice people, that's gone. But so is any residue from within you. This is beautiful. It's like the universe is opening up for you, and it's stunning. Pile 2, this is your reading. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. In fact, I'm just sending you the biggest hug ever. Beautiful souls, if this is resonating with you, do please give me the thumbs up. If you want to make sure you never ever miss a reading, then subscribe and press the little bell icon. Hopefully then every reading I do will come into your stream. Thank you so much for being here, and if you would like to as well subscribe and be a part of this amazing community, please do. And if you'd like to jump on board either Patreon or the YouTube members area and become an even bigger member of this community, you are very welcome to. It's where I place all my extended readings for the all zodiac sign readings that I do on my other channel. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you all of you who've been buying my diaries and my workbook as well. And do let me know if you're interested in sort of jumping on board a little package of webinars on Zoom where we go through the whole year and look at every moon month, meet up every month and look at the moons. If that's something that appeals to you, because I would love to be sharing that knowledge in a hands-on way, working with the diary, working with the workbook, so you can really understand how to use that knowledge and information. So let me know if that appeals to you, and I am sending you all the love in the world. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the card of love. It's a beautiful card. It's got lovely energy. Love yourself first, then love will naturally expand all around you. So, my beautiful pile 3, divine timing. What is shifting for you in the next 2 weeks? My guess is it's connected to love of some sort. The records. Remember why you came. Be bold. Legacy. Now that's interesting because tourmaline, I mean, this has such a strength to it, such an earthy, profound earthy energy. Remember why you came. Be bold. Legacy. I'm going to say you came here to love. And I suppose that's true of us all on some level. We've come here to embody love because that's, I mean, even, we know gratitude has a really high vibration, but gratitude, respect, all of these are aspects of love in many ways. So what is it? Perhaps you've come here to love, but what form have you come here to love in this moment? Is it love of yourself? Is it love of another? Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Now that is interesting. Set your sights higher, stargazer. Be bold. Gosh, you've come here to do this. Love yourself first, then love will naturally expand all around you. This is to do with expansion. I think something in the next 2 weeks is going to expand. We need to find out more. But I think something is going to expand. Exponentially, I suspect, actually. Something in the next 2 weeks is going to expand. You have the Four of Pentacles. Ooh, look at the way you are cosseted within the eagle's wings here. Almost like waiting to burst forth. The Ace of Coins. Okay. I'm actually seeing this one. The Ten of Swords. The Ace of Swords. So you've got 2 aces. Okay, I'm seeing this. Seeing this one. Clearly that one is speaking, and I'm seeing these 2 as well. And that one. And also that one there. Let's check in and see what we have. The Hierophant. 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles. You've got Strength, Judgment, the Tower, the Hanged Man. Oh my goodness me, you've got Temperance, you've got the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. Right. I think something is going to take off and expand in your world exponentially. It's going to transform. Almost release you from, I don't know, maybe the bonds of something. 3 of Coins, you've got Strength. Let's really tune in with your cards. In a way, I feel like this is going to almost feel like it's come out of nowhere, which is quite curious. It is the energy changing, but I think there might be something coming to you that is going to be, I want to say that karmically you deserve it. The story of this card is of, I'm trying to think which of it's one of the sort of, like one of the dwarf planet goddesses, the energy of this card. I'm trying to remember her name, but her legend is that she basically, I think she was in a canoe with her father, and the canoe couldn't manage to support both of them, and so he very ruthlessly tossed her over the edge into the water. And when she tried to climb back into the canoe, it's really horrible, he cut off her fingers. So it's not very nice. He didn't behave at all well. But she sunk to the ocean floor, and she transformed into all of the amazing high vibrational sea creatures like the whales and the dolphins. So she transformed into something higher. Even the imagery in the King of Coins, we have an image of Turtle Island in Native American traditions. The turtle in the big flood actually said to people, climb on my back and I will be the land for you. I will become the land for you. I'll provide for you. So out of a crisis, something was transformed. This is a really interesting message coming through for you. So I must just voice it because it's here. I think that something is to expand exponentially. And if you have wondered why it hasn't previously, it's actually because you were being protected. The timing wasn't right. There was some kind of energy of, I almost want to say, accident and emergency around you in some way, shape or form. But now that energy, that pocket of time is over. And now it is your rightful time to rise and literally shine like the sun. Set your sights high. This is now the time when you are here to do what you came here to do. And in many ways, some of the accident and emergency sort of energy, the crisis energy, it probably actually sort of happened to give you the strength and indeed the wisdom with the Judgment card to be able to really, really step up at a time of profound transformation and change. I think you're now able to be still, to be balanced, to resonate at a high vibrational level, even when all else is chaos around you. It may actually be part of why you're here. Part of why you're here is to hold strength, perhaps not just for yourself, but for others. Remember why you came. I think you are going to become a beacon of light and a beacon of love. That's what I see in your reading, pile 3. It's why you came here. You've been almost like hidden under a bushel for a long time. Ironically enough, if you had been fully exposed previously, it would have been too much too soon. The timing is now right. You are to exponentially rise. You're to become visible. You're to become seen. You are transforming, and you are now going to step into the role that you came here to do at a level of soul. That's why you're here. And that is to do with holding light, holding love in some shape or form. And you've needed the strength to be able to do that. You've had to face some demons, but you absolutely, I just want to say this is your time. You are now able to handle what is coming in terms of the exponential growth. This would be like someone rocketing to fame. When you rocket to fame or to stardom, it's a real biggie. How do you handle that energy? But you're ready to handle it. You can handle it. You are ready to to be almost like a vision or an anchor point for the new as well. You are a vision or an anchor point for the new. You hold the light for people. You're able to be the one that holds a balanced perspective. You're the person who can stand up strong in the face of all sorts of crazy stuff going on around. You're the one that holds the light. The shift for you is actually that you're rising. You are rising. You have that position. Set your sights high. I don't know how this is coming into your world, but you will be a rock and a vision and a light for many, I think. And whether that's within your family at a time of challenge, whether it's within your communities, whether it's globally. Let's ask a bit more about this. May we kindly get some more information and guidance, please, for my pile 3s. We have the 6 of Cups. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords. This has come out in all of the piles. It's really interesting. We have the 8 of Coins, 8 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Look at these swans flying. And swans, like geese, fly in formation. I think you'll be able to take a lead. I think you are going to take a lead in either family or in community. Some of you could even be leading like meditation groups What else are we? I think they're showing us different areas that you may be finding yourselves drawn to. 7 of coins. Okay. Some of you may even be helping people financially. Literally benefiting people, helping people to establish maybe ethical businesses. Yeah, I think some of you will be helping people overcome childhood things. You may be helping people to, as I said, you may help through alternative ways of working, like meditation. Some of you will literally, I think you will all probably be leading. But leadership, it could be within community, it could be within small groups, it could even be like literally standing up financially, helping people overcome their differences, to share resources, to manage their resources in ways that sort of matter, as opposed to just, individual greed. And I think you'll be visible however we look at it. 6 of Wands. The divine timing and what's shifting for you, my beautiful souls, is stepping up. It is seriously stepping up, no longer being kept under a bushel almost. This is you, but it's very specific, I think, in that whatever area you rise to, you will lead. So aim for the stars, literally. Aim for the stars and yet be humble. Make a commitment. Remember your community, because I think you're here with purpose. This is to do with you stepping up, but with purpose, and being aided and supported in every possible way to move and into a position where you are visible and you support others. Ultimately, you become the expression of love itself. Now, I'm not saying you won't do financially okay from this if it's a calling, but that's what this card is really about. Love yourself, then love will naturally expand in all areas of your life. Honestly, everything you need, I think, will just come to you to support this growth. I think you're going to exponentially grow. You will be the voice of reason, the balance, the pivotal, the rock, the light, all of those things. And I do think, although this is a general reading, it's to reach many. As I say, whether it's within the immediacy of your own families, your communities, or on a much bigger global scale, you will be seen, and your success will be a guiding light. You will be a role model for people. Aim for the stars, my beautiful pile 3. In the next 2 weeks, something is going to shift, and the things you are doing are going to exponentially rise. Wow. Wow, wow, and more wow. You will be that embodiment of light. I'm really honoured to read for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. Beautiful souls, if this is resonating with you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you want to make sure you never miss a reading and you would like to be part of this community. Subscribe, press the little bell icon. Hopefully everything that I post will come into your stream. And just thank you for being here. It's a real honour to read for you. Tons and tons and tons of love. Beautiful souls, I'm doing some extra stuff as we head towards the end of the year. I'm doing some extra things. So keep an eye out for posts and extra video announcements, just to let you know about events, live events, webinars and things that are happening. Tons and tons of love, pile 3.